Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. My name's Angela, and on this channel we talk all about mental health and BPD. Today we're going to be talking about what is a favorite person, and I'm also going to talk a little bit about how to cope when you lose a favorite person. If you like this video, please give it a like down below and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I love you guys so much, I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, first off, what is a favorite person? Obviously, everyone has like people they love in their lives. They have best friends, like romantic relationships, stuff like that. But a favorite person is a little different because a favorite person, when you have borderline personality disorder, becomes someone that you're pretty emotionally dependent on. A lot of how you feel depends on how this person is treating you, how your relationship is going with this person, what this person is like when they're around you. When it comes to your favorite person, your abandonment fears and issues are heightened to the extreme. You're constantly afraid that this person is going to leave you. You spend most of your time trying to make sure that you're like giving enough to them in the relationship so that they won't leave you. That takes up like a lot of your mental space, like thinking about them leaving you, thinking about what you can do to keep them in your life, because when your favorite person leaves you, it's truly devastating. And a favorite person can be literally anyone. It can be your friend, it can be your romantic partner, it can be your sibling, your parent, it can even be like a celebrity. Obviously, there's a different relationship with like a celebrity because you don't know them personally, but you can definitely develop a favorite person relationship to like someone you follow online or like a musician you listen to or anyone like that. It can literally be anyone. You can have like favorite person feelings towards anyone. A relationship with a favorite person can be healthy. You can have healthy relationships with a favorite person as long as the communication is open, as long as they know that they're your favorite person and they're okay with that, and you guys just have healthy communication to make sure that you're not overwhelming them with the fact that they are your favorite person. When it comes to having feelings towards your favorite person, they, like I said earlier in the video, they are extreme. Like, you may find yourself getting super jealous when your favorite person is spending time with someone else or talking about someone else, complimenting someone else. When it comes to your favorite person, even when they have like important things that they need to go to or do, like mandatory things like work, anything like that, it's almost like hurts your soul a little bit that they're leaving you, even though you know they're going to come back. It's just hard not being around them. Like when you have borderline personality disorder, you make such attachments to people that even when you're away from them, it feels like you're losing kind of a part of yourself. So like the video I made before about how we pick up personality traits from a lot of different people, you most definitely will pick up personality traits and opinions and beliefs and stuff like that from your favorite person because, I mean, you just love them. Like, you want to be like them. You want to be with them all the time. You, like, really idolize this person. That's the best way to describe it. You really idolize this person. It's very common to split a lot on your favorite person. I don't know if I've talked about splitting on this channel yet, actually, but basically, I'll make a separate video on it probably, so I'll just explain it briefly right now. Splitting basically is when 1 second you love this person, you idolize them, they're like your god, basically, and then the next second, maybe they do something that, like, just kind of annoys you a little bit, or kind of, like, turns you the wrong way. You hate this person, you don't want to be near them, you don't want them to touch you, you don't even like want to be in the same room as them, and it can happen literally in a split second. So you split a lot on your favorite person because you idolize them so much, you literally think of them like they're the best person in the world, that when they do something that even gets under your skin a little bit or like turns you the wrong way a little bit, it really changes your mind completely to the opposite way because you idolize them so much, you know, you put them on this pedestal that they can do nothing wrong. And that's obviously not their fault. It's our responsibility to control how we feel towards them when they might do something that gets under our skin a little bit, of course, because that's not their fault. But that's just how our brain works. Like, we split on everything. When you have a favorite person, it really feels like you need almost constant attention from them, which is just kind of unrealistic because people have their own lives. But it is just very reassuring when they can communicate with you a lot and be there for you a lot, and they just make it known that they're not going to leave you. A big part of BPD is just having the people in your life really make it known that they're going to be there for you and they're not going to leave you, because you're constantly thinking everyone around you is going to leave you. So a favorite person is basically just your idol. You just love this person. You need this person in your life. You feel incomplete without this person. It can almost feel like you're going through withdrawals when this person is away from you. Even the tiniest things they do can make you think they're going to abandon you and they're never going to talk to you again and they're never going to want to see you again. It's really exhausting, as I say about everything with BPD. It's really exhausting having feelings towards a favorite person because they're constantly in your mind, they're constantly taking up your thoughts, and it's just a lot of pressure on you, it feels like, to be good enough for the relationship. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about how to cope when you lose a favorite person, because losing a favorite person is devastating. It feels like your world is ending. It feels like you can't go on anymore. Like, what am I going to do without this person? And actually, not that long ago, I kind of fell out with a favorite person that I had, which was my fault, probably, because they definitely did not know they were my favorite person. That was my bad. That I didn't feel comfortable communicating it with them at the time, and whatever. We fell out not that long ago, so, and it was really hard for me to get over, but, and I still think about them a lot, even though we're not in communication anymore, I still think about this person a lot, because they were a big part of my life. A favorite person becomes a really big part of your life. When you lose a favorite person, basically all you want to do is isolate yourself completely from everyone, because it feels like, I don't want to feel like this again. Like, I don't want people to leave me again and just feel like this devastated feeling. So you want to isolate yourself from everyone. But what I did was I just made myself spend a lot of time with my family, because I don't have a lot of friends here when my friends go back to school. So I spent a lot of time with my little sister. I spent a lot of time on like Pinterest and watching like documentaries about musicians and stuff like that to kind of find myself again. That probably doesn't really make sense, but the thing is, when you have a favorite person, a lot of your like life and like identity kind of depends on them, which sounds crazy, but it's true. A lot of your life and like identity depends on this person. So when you lose them, you kind of lose a lot of you feel like you lose a lot of yourself and you want to like find yourself again. So I spent a lot of time watching documentaries about musicians, like going on Pinterest and looking through different outfits and different hairstyles and makeup and stuff like that to kind of just figure out kind of who I am and like what I want to be like. I think I started my Instagram, like I started Instagramming a lot, I think, after me and this person fell out, because it took up my time, you know? I would put outfits together and do my makeup and everything and post on Instagram because it just took up time and it was a hobby that I could do. I picked up thrift shopping so that I could do that on the weekends since I didn't have a lot of friends. It just was something that could take up my time, and it's not too expensive, so I wasn't spending like so much money. When you lose a favorite person, you just really want to invest in yourself and really spend time on yourself, figuring out who you are without this person and figuring out what your life is like without this person, because your life still goes on, obviously, without this person. Your life will always go on, but your life definitely feels completely altered when you lose a favorite person. So you just want to spend a lot of time investing in yourself and doing things that feel good to you. I didn't want to develop a new favorite person immediately, obviously. So instead, I took those favorite person feelings and I projected them onto someone else that I didn't have to deal with in my real life, like a musician or like a celebrity, someone in a movie. it's a lot easier when you do it with someone you don't actually know in person, but you don't pick your favorite person is the problem too. Like, your favorite person could be anyone, and these feelings come up about anyone. It could be anyone in your life, so you don't really have control over who your favorite person is. You just kind of develop these feelings for the person, and it becomes really hard to cope with. The last piece of advice that I have is start writing. I When I lost my favorite person, shortly after that, I think I started my blog. But I've always loved to write in journals and everything. But I think shortly after that, I started my blog. Even if you've never written before, just go buy a journal or just go get a piece of paper and a pencil and just write exactly how you're feeling down on a piece of paper. It is so refreshing getting your feelings out in some way, like even if it's not talking to someone, writing them on a piece of paper and just getting them out is so refreshing, and it really just makes you feel like lighter that you're not carrying these feelings around. I like that is my biggest advice. I love writing. It takes so much of the weight of my feelings off my shoulders. I think everyone could benefit from it. Just write exactly how you're feeling down on a piece of paper. And then you can go back and look at it later too, and it's cool to see how far you've come since then. So yeah, that helped me a lot get over my favorite person as well. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I hope you learned something or you picked up a piece of advice or something. You can feel free to leave me comments down below with what your experience has been like with a favorite person. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys with my whole heart. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe down below. And I'm always going to start linking my guide on how to get help down below, which has a bunch of sources to online therapy websites, including one specifically for teenagers and one specifically for the LGBTQ plus community. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this, and I love you.